Hi guys, welcome back to a new episode. Today we actually have some disappointing news for Hcmc. The stock is down again by about 9%. I know this comes as a disappointment to many people, including myself, who really thought that Hcmc was going to start to level out today. I mean, yes, from midday it really actually did, but obviously at the morning it was kind of down, and this wasn't enough to push us back towards the later part of the day. So question for this stock right now is, should you buy it? Is it going to pop again soon, or should you avoid it? Well, of course, I am not a financial advisor, so please do make sure to do your own research, but if you may enjoy this episode, please do leave a like and subscribe. Now, I do need to note, guys, I don't get it right 100% of the time, and right now it is especially difficult for obvious reasons, with the market in general being all over the place. So if I don't get it 100% right, you know what, guys, it's just my opinion. But now that I've mentioned that, because I do think that was important, let's jump into the episode. Yeah, so the past 5 days has brought quite a lot of downside for Hcmc. A lot of stocks have been down in this time period, as I have discussed before, so I'm not 100% concerned, and Hcmc and a lot of other penny stocks are very hyped at the moment, and I think what's happened subsequently is a lot of people got into this one for the fear of missing out, and as soon as the stock came down in price, a lot of people got scared, basically, which meant that the sell-off continued for longer than it otherwise would have. But right now, I think things really are not doing too bad. I mean, yes, we are still in the red today, but obviously from here on the 23rd of February, we are actually kind of starting to level out a bit, being down only about 1.7% in that time period, which is not great. Obviously, we do want to see this one be up, but realistically, things are starting to slowly but surely level out. This is kind of reflecting in the whole market, in my opinion. Don't get me wrong, it definitely could dip further, and right now it is more of a speculative play. In fact, it was anyway, but now more than ever, that is especially true. But I think there is some potential for this one to pull itself back up in the next week or so. I mean, yes, it definitely does depend on what the market as a whole does, because right now a lot of the stocks are down. I believe that if stocks do continue to decrease in price, this stock will be one which does go down subsequently. And right now, guys, is Hcmc a buy? Personally, I would not buy it tomorrow, or at least not at market open. I definitely have talked in the past about dollar cost averaging to get the best price. I do still believe that that is a decent method, but I think it does need to be noted that Hcmc for a stock is quite risky. We are speculating on this one, and I think that is what needs to be noted. I think too many people are a bit too optimistic with what they expect for Hcmc. That isn't a bad thing, of course, optimism is always good, but let's be realistic. I personally don't think this one is going to hit $1 in the next year or so. I definitely think it is unlikely that it could hit it in total, unless something like a share buyback was to happen, which is not guaranteed. But at the current price, I think it is one of the better points that we have been seeing, and I have been saying that for a week. Honestly, I would not go in with a big position, and I wouldn't have done that for the past few days, simply due to the fact that we haven't had any clarity that this one is going to pull back soon. I mean, yesterday was quite a good indication of this one coming back up, but unfortunately that was not the case when market opened, so subsequently I would give this one a miss, unless I was using a dollar cost averaging strategy and buying this one, say, in a small amount every day, instead of buying a larger amount at one point. And I think that definitely would allow us to get the best price, and that is what I would personally do. But yeah, obviously we all know that Hcmc is quite risky, so a lot of the market was down today, and I think Hcmc is no exception, so I don't really think it is too concerning. I would like to see this one pull back in the next week or so, but I think right now if you hold Hcmc, it is a bit concerning, and it is still a speculative play. I definitely do stand by that point, but I think it's not impossible that we could get back up to the highs within time. But again, I think that really does depend on what the whole market does. I've said it before and I will say it again, I think Hcmc is one of those stocks which you put in only what you're willing to lose, so that in worst case scenario you aren't too disappointed. I still do stand by that, and I think right now it's not the worst position that it has been, and it definitely still does see potential to go back up in the next few weeks and months. So I'm not too concerned about the movements today. I am actually glad that we are pulling ourselves up ever so slightly towards the mid part of session, and I'm quite happy to see that. But right now I think it is an interesting day for Hcmc. I think tomorrow will hopefully be quite flat, but we just don't know anymore, so I would avoid buying this one at market open and see what happens in the rest of the day. If tomorrow is green, I would actually look at the S&P 500 and the Russell 2000 and all of these other indices to check what they are doing. And if the whole market is starting to pull itself back into the green tomorrow, I think fantastic, it could be a perfect buy at that point. But until we have clarity of that, until we know what's going on, I would avoid this stock, or at least use a dollar cost averaging strategy to get the best price points. But yeah, if you do want to hear my updates on Hcmc, we do them every single day, so make sure to leave a like and subscribe. I thought I'd just keep it quick for you guys in this one. Thank you for watching. I will see you in the next episode. Goodbye.